Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, I will demonstrate the creation of goods receipt document as an end user. In our previous lecture, we have created the purchase order. Now, let us take a scenario. So, now we are receiving goods from one of our supplier into our storage location or warehouse. So, this is a part of the same direct material procurement process that started with creating the purchase requisition. Now I'm on the SAP Easy Access screen. Go to the node Logistics, expand the node, go to the Material Management, Inventory Management, and Goods Movement. Expand the node. Now here we use the transaction code MIGO. Okay, so we can also use the transaction code MIGO underscore GR, and automatically the goods receipt option will be selected by default. But in this transaction code, we have to do it manually. Now let us use the transaction code MIGO. Double click on it. And you will be landed on this screen. As you can see here, that is the option here to choose the which type of a document you want to post. So as I demonstrated during the configuration, the default option is goods receipt for the transaction code MIGO. Okay, so let us choose the option goods receipt and let it be as a default option. Okay, now in the second field, the default option is the purchase order. Okay, now here we need to enter the purchase order number. Okay, but however, if you could see here at the my documents, you will have the purchase order numbers. Now what we will do, we have to input the purchase order which we have created. Okay, in our previous we have created the purchase order 4100000005. Okay, so this is the document which we have created earlier. If you are unsure, you can go and refer back to the lecture which we have created the purchase order. Okay, and let us double click on this. Right, now if you could see here, the movement type, it is 101, which we have discussed earlier in our previous configuration lecture. Okay, now you will notice that the material data has been successfully picked up. Now check the other data settings that may need the adjustments. Okay, now if you could see here, so the storage location has not been captured. What we will do, we will capture the storage location. Okay, so our storage location is, it is UK S1. Hit enter. Okay, the profit center has been pulled up from the material master, and the movement type is 101, and the direction is plus, so it means coming into our stock. Okay, so that is the stock type, which is unrestricted. And if you scroll a bit, this is a plant. Okay, and this is the vendor, and the order currency is GBP. So reflecting, so if you could see, all the details are reflecting info are correct. Okay, so if you go to the material tab, okay, here you will see the material group details. Okay, and if you go to the quantity, select quantity tab. Here one carton, it is equals to 5 each as per the configurations which we have configured. Okay, and if you go to in where tab, here you can see the movement type, and you can also see the plant and the storage location details, and the stock type is unrestricted. If you go to the purchase order tab, so that's the purchase order number, and the deletion indicator has set automatically. Okay, which is based on our previous configuration. Further, if you go to the partner, here you can see the vendor details. Right, go to the account assignment, and here it is linked with the profit center. Now all the relevant information looks correct. Now what I'll do, just go to the material tab, scroll down. Okay, now here you need to click this item. Okay, all right, now click on check button, right? System is asking us to enter the quantity of the external screen and the external unit measure of stream. So usually you will not get this message because there's an ABAP configuration is done on this particular client. So that is the reason system is asking us to enter the quantity on the external screen, enter the unit of measure. What we will do, we will go to this baddie example and we will enter the quantity as 1, unit of measure as carton, and press enter. So that is fine now. So what we will do now, we will click on check again. All right. The first error encountered related to postings with this message indicating, okay, posting only possible in the period 2024/09 and 2024/08 in the company code, which is SUK1, right? So this is tied to the material management period configurations. As we have previously configured the material management period, so the error. So currently we are in the October month and the posting period is in the month of September. So to fix this issue, what we need to do, we need to run the transaction code MMPV. So what I'll do now, I'll just close this and I'll open a new session. So whenever you have this kind of an issue, so please run this transaction code, which is MMPV, press enter to continue, and you will be landed on the screen. Okay. Now what you need to do, you need to enter your company code, which is SUK1. All right. And the current period it is 10. So enter 10. Now physical year it is 2024 and select the option check and close period. Okay. So after filling the relevant details, the next option is you need to click on execute. So that's it. You will see the log confirming that the period closing has been completed. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll return back to the goods receipt document and check if the issue has been resolved or not. Okay. So I'm here now. So what I'll do, I'll click on item box. Okay, it is already checked. So what I need to do is now I need to click on this check button again. So this time there is no error. So what I'll do, I'll just press enter. It's just a warning, so you can ignore the warning. Now let us proceed to post the document by clicking the post button. So here I'll click on post. That's it. The material document has been posted successfully. Finally, the material document has been posted successfully. Now, to display the material document, choose display. And to select this, go to this drop down and select this display. Now, if you could see here, okay, the material document number, okay, the system will automatically select the latest material document that we have created. Okay, and now click on execute. Right, now we will look at the document information, which is very important. As I mentioned before, when we post a goods receipt, the two documents are generated, a material document and an accounting document. An accounting document is nothing but the FI document. Okay, now go to the documents information and click on FI documents. Here you can see both the accounting documents and the material ledger document. Double click on the accounting document. And remember, the document number for the goods receipt starts from the number range interval starting with 50. As you can see, the accounting document shows the raw material is debited because it is coming into your storage location. Debited means added, like a positive number with a posting key 89, right, which represents a debit. Now the account 3000 has been picked up from the integration between the finance FI and the material management in the transaction. Okay. Secondly, the goods receipt or the invoice receipt clean account from the external procurement has been credited. You can also check the header information by clicking the display document header. You can see the document type which we have used. As I already showed you this configuration in the previous lecture, the header also shows the transaction code used to post the document receipt and the user who has created it, right? Now, if you want to look at the item information, so double click on any line item. So this will show you the details like business area, purchasing document, which is purchase order, and the amount. Okay. So you can also view the next line item. Okay. So in this view, you can see the GR and IR clearing account. Okay. Information business area again, and the purchasing document. And the system has automatically picked up this information. If you want to return to the document and see more details, you can click on back button. So this shows the ledger 0L information. The fiscal year is 2024 and the period. Please note that this accounting document was generated for the goods receipt and is not part of the logistics invoice verification. The logistics invoice verification will be created in the next steps, but we will still need to configure in the following section. If you want to see more information like the segment profit center or the material details, you can view everything that we have configured ourselves. Okay. Now let us also check the GL account to ensure the correct one has been selected or not. So for that, open a new window and run the transaction code OBYC. Now then go to the inventory posting, double click on it. Since this is the raw material, the system has selected the 3000 valuation class which was assigned in the material master. So this is why the system has picked up this account. Okay, now scroll down and go to the GRIR clearing account. Now go back and go to WRX, right? Here it is GRIR clearing account. Double click on it. Now if you could see here the GL account, okay, you will see the accounting document picked up the GL account 191100. So let us go back to the goods receipt scheme. Right, the GL account is 191100. Okay, which our general ledger account item also has have the same GL account. Okay, which corresponds to the valuation modification 0001 assigned to our valuation area and the company code. Okay, now let us go back and check some other information. So let us go back. The material ledger document is also important. So as I mentioned, this is the mandatory with the SAP S/4HANA. A material ledger document is generated with the goods are received. To view this, double click on the material ledger document. Okay. Now for that, go back. Now click on the material ledger document, double click on it. And you can see it in this format. Okay. Now go to the purchase order data and double click on the purchase order. This will take you to the related purchase order. Now in the delivery tab, you will see that the delivery has been completed. So here you can also check the purchase order history tab, where it shows that the related material document has been generated to the goods receipt. It will take you back and you can view the delivery completion indicator. Right, delivery completion indicator. That's it. So this is all about the creation of goods receipt. Now I will proceed to the next lecture. In this section, I will show you the stock overview that was updated after the goods receipt document was created. I'm on the SAP Easy Access screen now. Now go under the node logistics and then material management, go to inventory management and then select environment, go under the node stock, expand the node, and here if you could see the transaction code is MMB, double click on it. You will be landed on the screen. Here you need to enter the material number and then select your plant and execute the transaction. Now the system displays the updated stock information, right? The stock has been moved to the unrestricted use, whereas previously it was shown as the order stock after the purchase order was created. As I demonstrated earlier, after creating the purchase order, the stock overview shows the quantity under order stock. However, after creating the goods receipt, it now shows the stock type as the unrestricted use for all the 5 units, right? So now you can also see the storage location. Previously, after creating the purchase order, it has showed the stock under the plant. But now, since the storage location was entered during the goods receipt process, now it has shows the material as the stored UK S1, right? This concludes the stock overview. So in the next session, I will demonstrate you the configurations for the logistics invoice verification, which is the next step after creating the goods receipt. We will first go through the necessary configurations and then create the logistics invoice as a part of direct material procurement process. That's it. Thank you.